Ladies and gentlemen, good day. We're here to bring you a very important update on MATIC. We recently just made a new all-time highs. I decided to bring in a technical analysis expert all the way from France. His name is Messin. Say what up to the people.
How's it going, people? I'm definitely not an expert and you should never follow my advice, but take it into account for sure.
Where do you want to start off, non-technical analysis expert here?
No, I think the main thing right now with MATIC, there's a bunch of good news all around. Today, there was a bunch of announcements and integrations for what basically MATIC has been forecasting as a project, what they've been working on, and we're just going to discuss that basically. But if you want, we can just start off with the chart if that makes sense, and then go from there. Because today, literally, we're jumping from all the way down at the what was it today? I think 38 or something, $38 over here on the side. Yeah,
on the day.
Yeah, we pushed all the way to the 57 cents. So it's pretty big. What's going on?
Yeah, no, 100%. We pushed all the way to 57 cents here, quite a large jump. So I just wanted to identify some, because there's, in my opinion, there's not like a super clear pattern here. So some possible support levels, because whenever we pump up like this, make a new all-time high, a pullback is always in the playbook. So some of those key support levels that you need to look out for is 44 cents here. You can see it's a pretty price reactive level as well. Kind of the VPVR point of control here at around 37 cents. We can see how this range here from about 35 cents to about 38.5 cents. Very price reactive zone. Everywhere we look, we're kind of trading sideways in the zone. Lots of volume here. So these are going to be some of the two key support levels that we need to look out for if MATIC here has a pullback.
Definitely. And I think the main thing, even if we maybe just show all the indicators on a daily time frame here, we're looking at a daily chart. For some reason, I don't see the indicators, man. We got people watching. There we go. So overall, for the past since April 15, so we had almost 10 days, 11 days here. We've been retracing, and we found our support somewhere at the 30 cent region. Closed at the 55 EMA on the daily chart. We never closed below it. It was mainly a range that we kind of anticipate buyers to start coming in. But overall, we tried to close below it. Didn't work. We have a lot of wicks to the bottom. And, MACD's been losing steam as we move forward. Stochastic was all the way in the bottom. The RSI looked like, it still had some room to go all the way down. But I think the news of the integration was actually pretty good. And yeah, it definitely catalyzed that price movement, because overall we had we never really closed below the above the 43 cent region. I don't know why the VPVR here is kind of doing its own thing, so we'll just open that back up. But yeah, we never really, ever since we pushed the all-time highs at the 54 cents, we always had the sells drive us back down, and we were never successful in closing anywhere above the 42 cent or maybe 43 cent region. Today we went all the way up and just slashed through it like it was nothing. And you can see here, not a lot of trading activity as shown on the VPVR. So we are in areas where, we're obviously seeing some sort of retracement right now. We've been up most of the day. And yeah, I think we're sometime soon here. We just want to come back to retest or higher those previous highs we had. And we'll see on a shorter time frame. Looks like we want to come down to retest, but overall, it just looks good fundamentally and from a technical standpoint.
Right. And let's talk about some of these news stories and some of these integrations, since we keep teasing the people. So Polygon has recently partnered with SushiSwap, Curve Finance, OpenSea, Decentraland, Aavegotchi, large NFT communities. This is quite a big deal. Big players in the NFT space and in the DEX space, as well as Aave. So big players in some of the largest niches in crypto. So this is very bullish. Makes a lot of sense that we're kind of pumping on the back of kind of some of these announcements and these partnerships with giant players in the niche here. We can see here with QuickSwap, as soon as they partnered with Polygon, the liquidity increased and shot up. So we can see how this is kind of a mutually beneficial relationship with partnering with Polygon. It's kind of the hot thing right now. Lots of partnerships.
Yeah, and that's the main thing right now because we're seeing that integration happen. We're seeing the whole DeFi space being attracted to the scalability functionality that Polygon is gonna give to the the Ethereum network, and that's what they've been pushing. Just being a level 2 aggregator, helping Ethereum be a lot more scalable, much lower fees, much quicker, and less pressure on the Ethereum virtual machine. So we're seeing that as soon as that starts to happen. I think this is the beginning. I think we're going to see a lot more integration start to happen, and we're seeing that already here, even on QuickSwap, which is basically just focused on providing that liquidity for the Polygon ecosystem. We're seeing that happen already with the volume in terms of, I think they raised about 7,200 users within that ever since the launch within 10 days or something like that. So we're seeing that adoption, that integration happen all over, and it's definitely pushing that price action way above, and everybody wants to be on that train. And yeah, even today it was something that doesn't really have to do much with this, but it could be just another positive news. And then we saw Vitalik, basically Ethereum's creator, donating 100 Ether and 100 Maker just to support with the Indian crisis that's going on so far. So
You can't say the name.
see, I'm just going around it, man. But yeah, no, they sent that today, and with the help of the co-founder of Polygon, Sandeep yeah, I can't even say it, so my bad if I butcher, but Nailwell. So they set that up. It's pretty good cause. Crypto, is really playing a good. It's playing as a good cause in the world, I guess, and definitely adding more to that momentum to the upside with Matic today. So it's definitely the hot thing today in Twitter. I think the whole crypto space was taking a look at that. DeFi system is overall every day just getting better and better. Quicker, faster, lower fees until Ethereum, picks up their slack. But these guys are really trying to improve that. So
Yeah, no, 100%. And look, Matic all around is looking very strong. Strong fundamentals, strong news stories and partnerships. Even the Matic Bitcoin pairing is showing strength all the way around. We recently just made a new all-time high. The uptrend is strong, although at some point, whenever we impulse up, we usually have a retracement. So I'm just a little bit worried that at some point we're probably going to have a retracement. Whatever retracement we do have, again, I think these are kind of the relevant support levels to look out for. We did have that bullish crossover on the MACD there. We did have, a little bit of bullish divergence here on the RSI on the daily. Weren't you saying we're seeing a little bit of perhaps some bearishness? I think you were saying that maybe the 4 hour.
yeah, so the 4 hour, that's what it is right now. We're seeing that we still have half an hour to go, basically on for the 4 hour candle to finish, but we're seeing that already. Still a lot of volume, so it could still just shoot up. But overall, we know that we broke out of this resistance we had before, and yeah, I think somewhere here at the 50 cent region is where we would want to come back down to retest. But the main this VPVR is really annoying. Let's just take this off. There we go. The somewhere here along this region, we know that we closed before at the 49. So that's definitely a place that we're gonna go for first. But because of all the news and all the excitement, I don't really think that we came back to retest this previous resistance to prove that now it's starting to support. And you're seeing it basically with this candle over here. We still have half an hour. If it closes like this, it's telling you that there's a bit of indecisiveness in the market. It's still bullish, right? But the body of the candle is narrow. The open and the close would be very narrow, very close to each other, telling you that, the buyers came in, very nice strong candles, and as we moved up, we're having wicks to the upside and the downside. So the buyers and the sellers have to agree on some sort of price. And once we see this after an uptrend, indecisiveness after an uptrend, volume starts to get a bit low, we do expect some sort of a retracement. I think we can already see that MACD is starting to flatten out a bit. Stochastic RSI is all the way at the top, and the RSI itself is in the overbought region. So a correction or a retracement back to these lower levels, I would say is granted and wouldn't really surprise me, but that's definitely a shorter time frame. So we're not really saying, hey, this is dropping or dumping or whatever. It's just telling you that soon enough, expect this to kind of come back down to these lower levels a bit.
Yeah, no, 100%. And we also just need to keep an eye out for like Bitcoin, Ethereum. If Bitcoin and Ethereum decide to tank, it's probably going to take Polygon with it. If Bitcoin and Ethereum continue to do well and keep their stuff together, hey, Matic could probably see that bullish continuation. And if we didn't already mention here, I think just the 21 EMA on the 4 hour, this kind of darker blue line is pretty relevant. I think it's pretty decent for kind of understanding some short-term kind of price targets, short-term support and resistance. So yeah, that's just another kind of support level to be aware of. That's pretty much all from me. I don't know if you got any last words.
No, just one thing, you know, I made a promise to myself in every video. I'm going to say the same thing. Always take everything we say with a grain of salt. If this video ends, as soon as you're done watching it, doesn't mean that MATIC is going to go up or down. It doesn't mean that everything we discussed will happen. We hope that with this, you know, we just bring this information enough for you to get interested in the project or whatever we're talking about, in hopes that we'd actually do your own research, of course. And yeah, just get familiar and get confident with what you're looking at, and maybe look at your risk tolerance and see, because these things are extremely volatile. Don't just put in your money just because two random guys on YouTube are talking about it. So just keep that in mind. But besides that, if you like the video, please like, comment, share, subscribe to our VIP Discord. 100%. We talk about this a lot quicker than YouTube. And yeah, let us know if you agree or disagree in the comment section.
Yeah, I would also add, folks, look, I want to give myself a bit of credit here because I got into Polygon and I was talking about Polygon publicly on the channel in our Discord group back when it was under 2 cents. So Polygon is one of my best performing assets in my portfolio. So folks, really do yourself a favor. Stay tuned on this channel. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Become a VIP Discord member. Link for everything is down in the description below. All right, that's enough for me. I'll pass it on to you. Take care, folks.